Alright, hey guys, Mustafa here, and welcome back to Terraria. In this episode, unfortunately, I don't have a plan of what to do. Basically, all we're going to do is just mine, and I have a couple stacks of tracks here that I'm gonna set down. So if you have an idea for something you'd like to see us do in this world, then please leave a comment down below so we can execute your idea and have a bit more fun. So this episode will mainly be preparation for mechanical bosses, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about those as I'm placing down the tracks. Let's just do a time lapse real quick, and I'll see you there. Okay, I'm just about there. I'm about to hit the jump, and there we go. Oh yeah, it is Halloween season, so that means they came out with a Terraria update for... Man, this does not... I'm gonna pull my yo-yo instead. So, Halloween. There are a couple, I guess, not just Halloween related, but what are those? I can't think of the words. Man, fast clock. I don't... Okay, so around like the Christmas season and everything, most games come out with like funny little things that they come out with. Like Terraria actually has a couple of fancy different nights that you can go through. Just a couple new events that happen randomly. I believe there's even a Pumpkin King. I think that's one of them. So yeah, there's a couple cool things that come through. Yeah, let's go back to the time lapse. I'm not good at talking anymore. And looks like we're going to hit the end. I'm not going to worry about building off, because then stuff like that can happen. So I'm going to hit it with the hammer twice. And then I guess I'll just go on my merry way. I actually didn't hit it, but... Actually, what am I doing? I can just magic mirror back. Okay. Yeah. So on this side, there is... I've already built off of the wooden platform, so I'm not going to go any further. What is that? Okay. So yeah, the wooden platform ends right there. So I just kind of left it. So when we get more wood, I'll increase the platforms and eventually get to the end of the map. Let's see where we are actually on this side. We stopped there. We're a good 2/3 distance to the edge of the map on that side, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. Gonna fill these up. Okay. And now, I guess down to the mines, wherever Eisbaer is. There he is. So now our main goal is to mine for adamantite and probably some ichor as well, so that I can get my golden shower weapon. That's gonna be good. And now a little bit about the hard mode bosses. It's actually getting kind of laggy, but anyways, the couple hard mode bosses. The destroyer I think we'll start with, simply because he's kind of the easiest. So the destroyer is basically the Eater Worlds on steroids. Where's Eisbaer? There he is. Yeah, that's pretty much the best way to I'm not doing well today. Can't speak words. that come out of my mouth. Anyways, the Eater of Worlds. The Destroyer is the Eater of Worlds on steroids. He's a gigantic worm. He has a lot bigger body parts, and the body parts shoot lasers at you, but can be used using the same technique. And the Golden Shower will puncture many different segments of the body at the same time, so you do more damage in total and have a better chance of defeating him. What did I just grab? Don't matter. And what is it? Okay. Now, the next one would probably be either... We'll go to Skeletron Prime next. And then Skeletron Prime is it's Skeletron, but with 4 hands, and they hold weapons and shoot at you and do a whole bunch of other stuff. He's kind of difficult. I haven't beaten him either in my single player worlds. And lastly is the twins. So it's 2 eyeballs, 2 eyes of Cthulhu, but a lot harder. And they come at you. They're kind of connected by like a tendon of some sort. Eisbaer's kind of wigging out. Maybe we'll even fight the Wall of Flesh again, since it might give us more gold and a better opportunity to do other things. Okay. I lost my train of thought again. No. Okay, so that kind of explains the twins. Just 2 eyes, one of them shoots lasers, and they're pretty difficult to defeat. All of them are pretty difficult to defeat, but I would say that the Destroyer is the easiest. Yeah. And that explains most of the hard mode bosses. Now, after you defeat those 3, what is this? Oh, the candy apple for Halloween. That's the Halloween update for you. Okay. Now, after you defeat those 3, or maybe you can even defeat them before, you can go up against Plantera. And Plantera is a jungle hard mode boss. Pull out my torch. And he is also extremely difficult. So there's just like a whole bunch of enemies in hard mode that are really difficult to fight and deal with. But they give you all the good stuff that you need to create light discs and all the awesome hard mode weapons that you can use to then defeat them again. And I do not have any spare mithril. Do I need to go grab some? He needs a pick upgrade, okay. And that's for the adamantite. And on the time lapse on the way up there, I'm going to... Actually, I'm just going to magic mirror up. I'm going to see if there's any other hard mode bosses that I can immediately think of. Where's that mithril? Okay. Now that I've got that, I'm going to guess that he wants a pick. And that'll be perfect. Well, I have no idea how to get to Eisbaer over there. And B, have no idea what my train of thought was. So, looks like I'm doing great this episode. Okay, so I just rode the minecart around for a moment or two. And I have a whole bunch of fallen stars now. So what I wanted to do was make one of the more powerful guns in the game. What you need is a mini shark, which I happen to have enough money for, and then you craft it with some fallen stars, if I can find the right recipe for it. Maybe the guide will know. Fallen star, and let's hop over to the star cannon. couple meteorite bars, just a couple fallen stars. That means I'll be able to take more and make mana crystals out of them and use them for bullets, which is what you can use them for. Let's see. Oh, I hope we have some meteorite. Oh, this isn't good. Well, everybody, it looks like we're going on a little bit of a treasure hunt. So, Eisbaer told me that there is a nice little meteorite biome, which I didn't even know was a thing, right over this way. He said about 1/3 from the middle to the edge. So, I guess 2/6 away from the edge if you wanted to be mathematical. But if I find one and I get enough for 20 meteorite bars, then then I'll be able to make the star cannon. And I guess while I'm searching for the meteorite, I might as well explain a little bit. So the star cannon does around 60 damage when hit directly. Ouch. Oh, I passed it. Don't know when I passed it, but I passed it apparently. Well, thanks for bringing my chain of thought. Anyways, the star cannon does 60 damage. It uses stars as its projectiles, and it should be good for bosses just before the first corruption you passed. Okay. Now I know where I'm going. And maybe the star cannon will be able to be used on... Oh, there it is. How about that? On a couple of... Dang it, I can't think today. What's going wrong? Don't like these things. They're annoying. I'll harvest just a couple more and then I'll be good. Okay, so after the giant fiasco of me losing track of everything that I ever wanted to say, with the amount of damage that the star cannon can do, it should be pretty good for the hard mode bosses and the more stars I gather, the better it'll be there, and so on and so forth. And now I have enough, so that means 6 goes in the pile, along with all that meteorite, in case we ever need more. And then to the anvil for the star cannon. 57 damage, and it shoots fallen stars. Guess since I have 23 ammo, I can just kind of go whoosh, and that'll do 60 damage. So yeah, now back to all the boring stuff of us mining. Okay, so Eisbaer went back up to here. Now he's got himself a mithril pickaxe. For whatever reason. Oh, I got a dual hook now. What does that do? No, not that one. May as well put it in my equipable slot and see what happens. He got that from a mimic. Not sure why this is better. This kind of looks like it's... Okay, so I guess it's kind of the... It's kind of like just a single hook. So I'll put that in... I guess I'll put it here. Could probably clean this out eventually. Make a whole bunch of money off of it. Other than that, the rest of this episode is really just mining. Because we really need to get a couple of good weapons before we try to fight any mechanical bosses. Speaking of which, I wonder if I can craft those yet. Probably not, but it was worth a shot, I guess. So yeah, that's pretty much the duration of this episode, so alright, so that's going to be about it for this short episode. If you've enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and a comment on some other things you'd like to see us do in this Terraria world. Make sure to do some stuff that we can cover. If you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe, and I will see you all later.